Welcome back to our Ableton Live tutorial series. In this video, we'll dive into sends and return channels, essential tools for managing effects in your mix. Understanding how to use sends and returns can greatly enhance your workflow, especially while working with limited computer resources. I'll cover their uses, benefits, and specific setups that you can try for your projects. First, let's clarify what sends and returns are. Sends allow you to send a portion of an audio signal to an effect without using the original sound directly. The return channel then receives that processed signal, allowing you to blend it back into your mix. This is particularly useful for effects like reverb and delay that you might want to apply multiple tracks without using multiple instances of the same effect. Using sends and returns can be a game changer when it comes to CPU usage. If you're making beats, then you might be tempted to add a separate EQ, reverb, or delay on each channel for precise control. While that can be effective, it can quickly add up in terms of resource usage. However, when recording vocals, especially over an already finished beat, setting up sends and returns becomes invaluable. It helps limit the CPU load, which keeps latency low and allows for a smoother recording process. The choice ultimately depends on your workflow and whether you prefer the flexibility of individual effects or the efficiency of sends. Now, we'll talk about practical use cases for sends and returns. When I'm tracking vocals for clients, I typically use about 4 sends and returns, and here's how I use them. I'll use 2 sends for delays. I like to have 2 different delays, one being a ping-pong delay and the other being standard. This allows for dynamic vocal treatments, echoing lines or adding depth without cluttering the mix. Then I'll typically use 1 send for reverb that will throw a sound for at least 5 seconds. This helps to create space around the vocals and makes them feel more integrated into the mix. Finally, I'll use 1 send for distortion. I'll set up a send that has a heavy distortion effect that emulates a guitar amp. This can give vocals an edgy texture, transforming them into a more instrumental sound when needed.
I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you what love's supposed to be.
Of course, the specific effects that you choose are up to you. This flexibility allows for creative sound design, especially when collaborating with clients on a time crunch. In summary, while sends and returns may not be essential for every project, knowing how to use them can enhance your workflow and open up creative possibilities. It's always worth considering how they fit into your specific style of work. Experiment with different setups and see what works best for you. Thank you for watching this video. In the next tutorial, we'll explore songwriting techniques, so stay tuned.